for free. One cruise rat is every cruise rat.
I got my man Zach with me. How you feeling though?
I'm feeling good. I appreciate you doing this.
No
Doing this
problem.
dialogue to, you know,
No
have a deeper
problem.
conversation about the code and what it means. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, yeah.
Sure,
So yeah,
sure.
we gonna get to it. So
All right.
our last conversation, you were saying you wanted to get deeper into the thug life code. So I'm gonna give you the floor and want to get your intake, and then we're gonna just go from there. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So I think for us, it's important to remember the core aspect of who Pac was first and foremost as a revolutionary. So with that being said, we a lot of people know about thug life, but I don't think a lot of people really understand in depth what that was supposed to be. It was bigger than music and bigger than the thug life album. It was a real movement that Tupac, along with Matulu and the OG criminals that they met with, um, there was a vision to put regulation and a code into other thugs and gangsters on how to while you in this situation, the lifestyle you live in, what are we doing for the youth to better the community so we don't.
I got my man Zach with me. How you feeling though?
I'm feeling good. I appreciate you doing this.
No
Doing this
problem.
dialogue to, you know,
No
have a deeper
problem.
conversation about the code and what it means. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, yeah.
Sure,
So yeah,
sure.
we gonna get to it. So
All right.
our last conversation, you were saying you wanted to get deeper into the thug life code. So I'm gonna give you the floor and want to get your intake, and then we're gonna just go from there. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So I think for us, it's important to remember the core aspect of who Pac was first and foremost as a revolutionary. So with that being said, we a lot of people know about thug life, but I don't think a lot of people really understand in depth what that was supposed to be. It was bigger than music and bigger than the thug life album. It was a real movement that Tupac, along with Matulu and the OG criminals that they met with, um, there was a vision to put regulation and a code into other thugs and gangsters on how to while you in this situation, the lifestyle you live in, what are we doing for the youth to better the community so we don't keep dealing with the same issues we dealing with also as a result of how the society affects black youth. You know, as we know, the acronym H you give infants fucks everyone. The acronym behind that, that's the idea Pac was thinking with that was in his words, he said, what we put into the kids as seeds, we don't give them love and guidance and what they need, it blows up in America's face. So I think all that we had to take into consideration. So I'm gonna get started with just reading all the steps and all the 26 steps of the Code of Thug Life, and then we go from there. The code came about. Tupac and Matulu also were involved with bringing about the True Picnic, which was a truce between the Bloods and the Crips in 1992 to bring about some type of unity between the gangs and both of them and OG Criminal. That's where the Code of Thug Life originated from. So that's where it started from. So the first step of the Code of Thug Life was all new jacks to the game must know. Number one, he's gonna get rich. He's going to jail. Number two and number three, he's gonna die. Um, so I think that the first one is Anybody that understands what the consequence of the street lifestyle is laying out first, you're gonna get rich, go to jail or die. Is You have to know what you're getting into when you get into that lifestyle. Um, I don't want to be too long-winded. I don't want to lose people with this message. So, number two, to crew leaders, you are responsible for legal/financial payment and commitments. To crew members, your word must be your bond. You know, to the crew leaders, to the people, as Pac called them, that have the rep of being the guys that run whatever neighborhood they're in, the drug dealers, the pimps and all that have the influence, they got the power. The people up under you, your crew members, you know, he's saying you have to be responsible to them, and also a level of integrity must be maintained. Your word must be your bond. And we've heard that a lot, but I know, as you know, bro, and as Pac talked about, everybody is not real in that aspect. So he wanted to emphasize that. Number three, one crew's rat is every crew's rat. Rats are not like a disease. Sooner or later, we all get it, and they should too. So, you know, with that one, it's the importance of being able to decipher and the people you around, that there is nobody in your crew that could take you down because of who they are, as far as ratting or the lack of loyalty and integrity. And it's basically said it's like a disease. We all, if there's a rat in our crew and he or she goes unchecked, we're all gonna get infected with that, and they need to go down with the consequences that they need to go down with the consequences they deserve to be afflicted upon them for this type of fraudulent behavior. So, number four is crew leader and posse should select a diplomat and should work ways to settle disputes in unity there is strength. You know, him hanging on, hitting home the point of unity and the way to settle conflict and disputes. And, you know, it's a way to do it. And with Parker Matula, I think with this step is just highlighting the importance of, because conflict can be inevitable. So when we come across it, let's handle it the best way let's handle it in the best way possible, as opposed to being messy about it or disturbing what the unity could be that could be more beneficial. Number five, carjacking in our hood is against the code. So any type of carjacking against people, and Pac talked about this in the interview with MTV. He said, any type of carjacking, anything afflicted against people who are not in the drug game or the street lifestyle, the street game, that's against the code. And when you violate that, you're going to have to suffer the consequences when you go to jail. And these other OGs who are helping us enforce this code, they're going to deal with you accordingly. So carjacking, that speaks to that. Also, slinging the children, same thing. Any type of detriment to the youth so that they don't come to emulate this lifestyle, so they can go in a better way, in a different way. If you slinging to them and you doing them harm, that's against the code. Having children sling drugs, same thing. No slinging in school, that's number 8. Since the rat Nicky Barnes opened his mouth, ratting has become accepted by some. We're not having it, number 9. So again, ratting cannot be tolerated. Any that type of behavior cannot be tolerated, because it'll underdo what the mission is and what's important. Number 10, again, snitches is out of here. No type of snitch or anything. You know, also, as you know, and as people out there, as Pac fans, that Pac, part of this also why Pac believes so strongly in against ratting and snitching is because he believed Jack snitched on him. He believed that Jack was a rat for the FBI, and that's why he had to do jail time for that bogus ass rape case, which he didn't even do anything with that scandalous girl. It was Jack and his crew, but Pac got caught up with that, and that's what formed his opinion that Jack was a rat. And I think the evidence ended up coming out that Jack wasn't informant. So again, so that's I think that speaks to that as well. Number 11, the boys in blue don't run anything. We do. Control the hood and make it safe for squares. So that speaks to we cannot let the cops continue to control our community, and their main objective as the system is presented is to undermine our community, to lock us up and kill us indiscriminately. And that's their idea of how they control us and regulate where we come from. So those of us already in this environment in the hood, we had to do self-control of our own community, make it safe for those who don't live the street lifestyle, or the squares, as Pac and Matulu call them. No slinging the pregnant sisters. That's baby killing. That's genocide. So again, the youth is the future. So, and we all, every man, woman, and child comes from a woman. So they're very important. So when you sling a pregnant sister, you're willing to do whatever you can for $1 just for the sake of making money, and not take into account, like he says, is baby killing, is genocide. That's number 12. Number 13 is know your target and who's the real enemy. So that means Pac understood that we have to be united, and we can't we can't continue to look at each other as fellow black people as the enemy. Our real enemy is right in front of us, the government, the powers that be, that has us in this position, that has placed us in environments where we have a lack of resources, where there's poverty, there's drug dealing, there's violence, etc. So we have to know the real target. Number 14, civilians are not a target and should be spared. So again, any civilian who does not directly participate in the street lifestyle, you have to spare them. Number 15, harm to children will not be forgiven. So even with that, I'll add this, like Yummy Sandifer, who was a young kid who had to grow up too fast, and he ended up becoming a gang member. Number 15, this speaks to why Pac was so pissed about that, because he never believed in any type of way that the kids should be harming themselves or killing each other, or older black men should be killing them. And that's what happened to Yummy. They killed him because as a result of him accidentally killing a 14-year-old, and it brought a lot of heat upon the hood in Chicago. And I'm sure you know about this because you're from Chicago. You probably know even more than I do. So that type of dynamic with the gang and him being a part of it, they killed him basically to take the heat off of the whole neighborhood and the gang. So again, that speaks to Pac's adamant belief about the children shouldn't be harmed in any way whatsoever. Number 16, attacking someone's home where their family is known to reside must be altered or checked. So again, when we attacking those that take no part in the street lifestyle, and you doing drive-bys, or you and perpetrating harm on them, and that brings danger to them, you have to be altered and checked with accordingly. That's number 16. Number 17, senseless brutality and rape must stop. So no type of unwarranted brutality and rape towards women. It has to stop completely. So that also lets you know that Pac wasn't capable of raping anybody and what he truly believed in. Number 18, our old folks must not be abused. Again, respect our elders. So no type of abuse towards them or violence will be tolerated. That's what I get from that, which what we all should get from that. Number 19, respect our sisters, respect our brothers. So again, we have to respect each other in the right way so that our community can thrive. Number 20, sisters in a life must be respected if they respect themselves. So again, talking about self-respect, how women carry themselves, that'll determine how men will respect them and should do so. Number 21, military disputes concerning business areas within the community must be handled professionally and not on the block. So any type of disputes with any businesses within the community, again, you have to handle things in the handle things in the most professional way and not on the block, not where you create a lot of drama and all that. You have to be strategic and smart about how you handle any dispute or conflict. Number 22, no shooting at parties. So, people want to be able, when they go out, want to be able to have a good time. Violence shouldn't deter anybody from having a good time. That shouldn't be the reason why people can't go out and have a good time at a party or whatever. So no shooting. No shooting can be tolerated. Number 23, hammering home that point, concerts and parties are neutral territories. No shooting. So again, we have to understand what territories are neutral and where no shooting should be allowed. No harm to anybody should be allowed because people should be allowed to enjoy life without the threat of violence. Number 24, know the code is for everyone. So everyone in the community must know the code and act accordingly. Number 25, be a real roughneck. Be down with the code of thug life. So again, stay loyal to what the code is and be real about it. And this is the last one. 26, protect yourself at all times. So whatever you have to do to protect yourself by any means, do it. So those are all, I didn't want to be too drawn out, brother. Those are all 26 steps of the Thug Life Code. I wanted to read them through because I think people need to know the specifics of what this code was and how it was meant to be implemented to better our communities.
No, facts. Thank you for that. I think the people need that because it's crazy. Pop made that code decades ago, and I feel like it's still relevant to this day, but it's like it's getting worse. It's like they going against it. So it's like I gotta ask you, what do you think that we can help start going towards that? Because it's a lot going on with the new generation and the internet. What do you think we can do that can help the people that's confused, that's distracted? What can we do to get that code out, especially for the Black race?
Yeah, that's a good question, bro. I think I think first we have to be able to reach people in a way where we're not being preachy, we're not trying to judge, but make Black people aware of what needs to be done to better our race and better our community. Be able to reach them in a way where they don't, especially even the kids up under us, don't think we're coming at them or judging them or being preachy, but we have to reach them in a way where they'll want to listen and be a part of this and do better. And their parents and they elders above them have to also take part in education and a new type of way of thinking of how you see your Black brother or sister. Also, we use social media. We need to use social media that we could do. How we can like when Matulu's passed. So when Matulu being one of the people that was a part of. I mean, he's the one that really helped center Pac with this because Pac, showed him the tattoo and the movement. Matulu said, "Well, I'm cool with this idea, but Tupac, you gotta give this meaning and center it. What does this mean? We don't want this to mean that we just causing havoc on each other, or we snatching people's purses, all it like. And he helped Pac to understand, and that's where they came together and worked out the code, and so that we could understand that we don't have to keep being self-destructive. We can be productive. So I think we use social media and find out ways to start reaching people, the youth.
So when you say reaching out, you saying we should
Yeah,
reach out starting on these social media platforms? Because that's what all
yeah,
the young is on anyway, right?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Reach them where we know they be at. So reach them on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and get the thug life code out to them, and be able to help them understand what this means. And first, get their mind to think beyond just survival mode. Like, do you want to just keep being in this situation where you've been influenced to live life a certain way, and you think there's nothing beyond it? You don't think that you could be more, you could be a part of the solution, not keep being a part of the problem. And also, we come together and start addressing how we've gotten this position in the first place. We're in this position, like Pac said, because of the system in America, and we have to address that. Thug life is about poverty, disenfranchised people, and we have to hit at the issue of how we got here in the first place that created thug life. So I think, yeah, we need to reach people on social media, and even any type of way we could connect with any of the OGs that was involved with putting together this code, code of thug life. Any OGs that's still alive, we should be able to somehow find a way we can connect with them and see how we can carry this, so that the change happens. We A lot of people say they want it, and then some people don't fully understand. It's got to be better for the generations coming up after us, and for us that are still here. We've lost too many people to violence and the detriment of that. So yeah, I'll stop there for now because I don't want to be too long drawn out. But yeah, I think that's where it should start at. I think yeah,
Nah, facts, bro, facts. And I feel like I agree with you because all the youngins, all the they call it YNs. I don't even like saying that word, but that's the word they giving them, the YNs. And I feel
yeah,
like the social media, that's the only way they can receive the message because uh
yeah,
they just that's what they be on. It's a whole different ball game. So I agree with you.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
we need to
yeah,
get this movement going, man. So everything you said was on point. All we could do is start it. We can't
yeah,
make people do it. We can only give them the word and hopefully and pray that they can. As the movement get bigger and bigger, that's when we can make a unity. That's when we can start meeting these people, having meetings,
yeah,
going up from there.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, bro. It's we have to keep this idea alive. This is bigger than Tupac being the best rapper of all time. I, he is the GOAT to me as well, and I think a lot of but we got to remember where he came from, what his roots were. If he had evolved and lived past 25, this is what he would be focused on the most. Besides acting and all, he would be focused on how can I help with my platform to change our community? Because he spoke about it. He was in the process of trying to do it. But like you and Cheyenne talked about, his what made him special, made him dope, and get overshadowed because people judge him off the fact he died so young and mistakes he made. Yeah, he made mistakes, and you always highlight that. Like even when you talked about, I don't want to go too off left field, but I'm on one right now. It's just when you talked about people sneak dissing him, and I see it. Like they got the benefit of getting old, but like Snoop, for example, what is Snoop doing? What has Snoop done for Long Beach? What has he done for his community besides football? Everybody can't play sports. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to cut you
So
off, but the thing that
no,
get
go
me,
ahead.
just like
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
saying, picking up what you just said, everybody that was around Pac, they old now. They get the they learn from their mistakes. Pac, he
Right.
wasn't able to
He
do
didn't
that.
get it.
So, and I
Yeah.
hate I
So
hate when Snoop
yeah.
and be like, yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
like that. I ain't he did this, but y'all was right there with him, dancing with him, tweaking with him. So it's like
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
that get on these big platforms like
Yeah.
Art Dialogue, they tell their story. They tell them what they think of now versus what they did 25 years ago, and that's
Exactly.
another thing. So yeah, man, you
Exactly.
on point with everything, man. Talk your talk though, because it's
I
like
appreciate it. Yeah.
and it's majority. It be majority New York dudes, but it be other people from
Man.
different cities too. But majority
Yeah.
it be from New York, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
The people that grew up
It
with
is.
Pac or was around him, they say
Yeah,
something
bro.
25, 30 years later. Oh, this is what I was thinking. I think he was wrong for doing that. But y'all wasn't coming like that because y'all was all young. You thinking that. When you young, you just doing you.
Right. Exactly. And we all. I mean, I'm young right now. I'm only 22, but with time, as human beings evolve, we grow and mature. I don't know why people think Pac wouldn't have done that. They just get so locked in on even that night in Vegas. And yeah, that was a terrible mistake he made. But I always feel like if you wasn't in his shoes, nigga, you can't talk. You
But
can't talk at all,
not even
bro.
that though. Not even that though, because let's say this. Say that you got beaten up by police, because that was the start of it, the police brutality. Then
Exactly. That's
after police brutality, you against police, two off duty police, because you helped another black man. Then on
you
top
didn't
of
even
that,
know.
right? And
Yeah.
didn't even know. But Tupac is such an actor, and he's so fake.
Right.
And then
And
going forward,
mm,
he gets
yeah.
robbed, he gets shot, he gets
Right.
falsely accused of sexual assault. What at that age, who is going to stay the same? Who is going to be? Oh, he changed it. He Suge Knight put a barrier in it. No, when you go through all them, that's why people don't understand. He went through all them things and still came out fighting. And when I say
Man.
fighting, he came the man on top, still selling millions. It's deeper than rap.
Yeah.
But when you going through
Exactly.
those things, people don't understand. That's why he was talking
Yeah.
like that. That's why he was moving like that. He was very militant
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
he got snaked by the closest, and it's always the closest ones that's around you did him dirty.
Yeah.
So that's why he
Yeah.
was like that. And then going picking
Yeah.
up what you said with the Las Vegas incident,
Yeah.
I explained this many times. No,
Right.
Trey Lanes didn't whisper in his ear, and he was trying to be a following punch. Orlando, no, he
Oh.
felt
Oh.
that had something to do with him because he had an issue with Bad Boy, regardless. And
Exactly.
it was rumors
Yeah.
that it was a bounty on those chains. So Tupac felt
Yeah.
like that's because of
Yeah.
me, and that's why
Right.
because Tupac is a loyal man. He's loyalty. So that's the
Exactly.
whole point. People keep saying he got in himself into gang business, ain't had no, it wasn't never like
No,
that.
it wasn't that. No. No. I agree. Yeah. The way you laid it out, that everything you said, that's what I would have said. It was deeper than that. And so all the people that have they've got the benefit from getting older and maturing, but they didn't even have as much as Pac made his mistakes. They didn't even have the vision back then. Even Prodigy from Mobb Deep, and rest in peace to him. But even he said he grew to appreciate Pac as he got older because he didn't even like Pac for the socially conscious messages and his vision like that. He didn't start liking him until he started dissing him. So even his enemies, some of them they got that later, so it tells you Pac was still on a different level. Snoop wasn't thinking about his community at 21. He just thinking about doing whatever, and he not even
Exactly.
doing.
How you think he got his football youth from? He got that from
That
Pac.
was Pac's idea,
It's
like
a
you said,
interview. It's a
bro.
whole interview which I put out. Pac been on that. He
Yeah,
been was talking about
yeah,
doing stuff for the kids, getting the football youth and all that.
exactly, exactly. And Snoop's idea, Pac's idea to me was way better anyway. He- It's yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a fact. He was gonna have all the rappers have a team, and yeah, yeah. But and then like Jay Z don't do nothing for Brooklyn where he grew up at. but it's an idea everybody's supposed to say you to go. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, the only thing I heard he got in there is cryptocurrency. How is cryptocurrency gonna help change our like, bro? You see the type of shit these guys be on, but so like, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of people is
yeah,
confused. They distracted.
yeah,
They
yeah,
they see the money, the billionaire, the girl mesmerize them. So they gonna say, yeah, Jay-Z, oh, he's the first billionaire. Yeah, but not even knowing if Pac was still here. I'm like, congrats to Jay-Z. I ain't coming at him, but people keep forgetting like
right,
Tupac wasn't gonna be no
right,
billionaire. He would have passed all of them. But that's a whole
yep,
other story.
I agree.
But they just
Yeah,
memorized.
yeah,
They distracted and the movement, man. We got to get this movement out. I appreciate that you explain the code because a lot of people do not know
yeah,
that code a lot. And by
yeah,
spreading this message,
exactly.
that's the start.
Yeah, yeah, man, it's important. I'm glad you allowed me to do this. I appreciate you. Vice versa.
Yeah, there's plenty more to go. Just the beginning, man. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep dropping knowledge and wisdom, and we're gonna go crazy, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.